Here's a productive day in my life as a 20-year-old student entrepreneur, Ramadan edition. Ramadan is the holy month of Islam, where Muslims fast from sunrise to sunset, with no food and no water. And as a Muslim, that's exactly what I'm doing in this month as well. Okay, good morning ladies and gentlemen. It's 4:36 in the morning. In Ramadan, basically, I start my days with the sahur, with the first meal, and then the fast starts. And then the moment the fast starts, we will get to work. Normally, as you guys know, I first do my deep work sessions, but in Ramadan, it kind of changes a little bit. So let's get downstairs, let's get to the kitchen, and heat up what we had for dinner last night. So let's go. I currently have a very weird schedule, I would say. I wake up at like 4:30-ish, and then I have my first meal, and then I get to a deep work session where I do 2 hours of full focused, uninterrupted deep work. Today's deep work session is building the back-end systems of the business. So the communication systems, the video editing, like structures and everything. However, then, when the deep work session is done, I actually go back to sleep for like 2 more hours. This is simply because in Ramadan, I go to the gym at night. That's why I gotta get my 8 hours of sleep. Alright, alarm is set 2 hours from now, so it's time for the bed. Morning once more. The bad part about having to sleep like 2 more hours in the morning is it takes some time until you can actually like wake up and focus on work. So I'm gonna go wash my face, do a little like skincare, and in the meantime, this door is gonna be opened. So inside it's going to be essentially freezing cold, but that's gonna wake me up as well as help me be more focused. Today is actually incredibly busy for me. I have a guest coming in the evening. I have a podcast that I have to shoot with a cool guy. I have a lot of like teamwork that I have to get done. I have a lot of work for the company I'm working with. It's a lot of work. It's freezing outside, by the way. One thing that I really love about Ramadan is I'm not gonna be eating or drinking anything until like 6 p.m. 6:34 to be exact. And that actually saves me a lot of like mental capacity from thinking about food. I'm just gonna be like just pushing through work, and that's probably why people like Tate eats 1 meal a day, and that's like at 5-6 p.m. in the evening, so you can probably bottle through work until then.
I don't eat more to get bigger. 1 meal a day is good. I like being hungry most of the day. It keeps my brain firing. When you're hungry, you're on. When you're full, you're not. I feel better when I'm hungry.
So here's what I'm gonna do in the next like 2 to 3 hours. The first thing that I have to do is something I like to call communications. So when you're running a business, you will be talking to 10 to 20 people pretty much like every single day. You'll have clients, you'll have team people, you'll have people who you are, interviewing or something. And I have to right now communicate with, schedule 3-4 podcasts with people who already messaged me, as well as send messages to my clients, as well as talk to my team on what they should be doing for the next like couple of days, which will take me probably like half an hour to an hour. And that's just gonna be like scatter focus, no deep focus at all, just talking all the time, sending voice messages. Where's my phone? Yeah, it's here. And then I'm gonna hop into my deep work session, which is going to be at least like 2 hours. Hey bro, one more podcast landed. Hard work is respected in every single culture since the dawn of human time. And it's hard to admit this maybe, but if you have big goals in mind, you have this a little like dark fantasy of respect and status amongst people. You want the respect, you want people to know you, recognize you and how great you are, and you want your name to mean something. And they can only happen through hard work. If you have watched this far of the video, I have a personal gift for you. My friends, I have spent the last 3 months meticulously creating 6 incredibly valuable self-improvement courses. And these courses are about how to consistently enter hyperfocus to outwork your competition in less time, the scientific way to set goals as an entrepreneur, 5 mindset shifts you need to go through for success, how to build an unshakable discipline to crush your goals, dialing in your morning and night routine for massive success, and sleep, the science behind sleep to maximize your productivity. And I am proud to say that you can get all of these courses for completely free. Most YouTubers hide the information behind the paywall, but that is not me. I genuinely want you to win. Go to the description and you will see all of these courses for free up there, and all of them will be directly sent to your email. This is really valuable, so I hope you can thank me by taking action and finally transforming your life. Keep crushing it. The time is approaching 12 noon, and what that means is we have a podcast episode to record at exactly 12. I'm going to set up my lighting and like the cameras and like the batteries. We have the podcast ready with my friend here, Igor, and this guy makes also like sick videos in terms of like self-improvement, and his channel will be linked down below in the description. Igor, bro, say hi.
Yo, what's good? Nice to see you guys.
Awesome. So we're gonna talk for the next like 1 to 2 hours, and the podcast we're gonna have is gonna be linked in the description down below. Okay, that was a great podcast episode. To be honest with you, it was like 1.5 hours and I really enjoyed the conversation. But now what I have to do is I have to go to my university because of some little paperwork, but that means I can show you guys my university. You guys might have realized I was in Turkey for like a couple of weeks visiting family, visiting my girlfriend, and what happened is I went to the airport, everything is ready, I got my flight in like 2-3 hours, luggage is ready. The police there tells me, oh, you have 2 months left on your passport. I'm like, I look at it, I'm like, yeah, so? And he says, I mean, you can't travel to European countries if you don't have at least 3 months on our passport. And I had like 2 months and like 20 days or something. And then basically they told me, oh, we can let you fly, but they'll just send you back. I'm like, what the fuck? I had to go back home, and my dad laughed a lot, to be honest, not gonna lie. I had to get my passport renewed, and getting your passport renewed in Turkey is like a little bit of a complicated issue, so I stayed like in Turkey for 1 more month, but that was great in terms of relationships. At the same time, it was terrible for, productivity. So I'm gonna go and get the paperwork done, then we have to fly back to home and get 2 client calls done. If I have the time, I'm gonna talk to my video editor into how to edit the podcast of today, into like some of the videos. First meal, my guest is gonna come, and then gym. And gym is gonna be back in biceps. Okay, we couldn't get the paperwork done because it looks like I need some documents, so I spent 2 hours in total coming here and going back and asking with no ROI. That's a great return on investment on my 2 hours. I just came home, I gotta jump into my calls ASAP. The calls are done and it's currently 5:15 right now. That means I have to slowly get to preparing my meals. So I'm gonna get changed because this shirt is incredibly sweaty. And also I just talked to a client of mine who's gonna be coming to Munich and visit me in like 2 days. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, what are we gonna be cooking today? So we're gonna be cooking a combination of Mexican food and Turkish food. We're gonna make a Turkish soup, and then we're gonna have some baked potatoes, and then we're gonna make some tacos, but the tacos are gonna be mainly from minced meat, simply because I need to eat a lot of protein, but I can't eat a lot of fat. So this is bulgur, which is kind of like rice, and this is tomatoes and cucumbers, and this is hummus, you guys, maybe some of you guys know, and this is avioli, and here we have the soup, and here we have the minced meat that's gonna be in the nachos, and here is the continuation of the nachos, and here we have the potatoes. Bro, not gonna lie, I've never prepared something like this even for a girl. My guest has arrived, and right now we're gonna see his reaction on what I have prepared. Malik abi, what do you think?
Yeah, I think it's just what you see. It looks amazing.
Böyle. Çok kar yağdığı zaman abi yapmıştım burada. Çok kar yağdığı. Now gentlemen, I have never really been like lean in my entire life. I have never really tracked calories, tracked my macros, tracked protein, nothing, and thus I have never really seen my like six-pack and like chiseled jawline. But looks like, from the research I've done, that is the most important thing. Being lean is the most important thing to look good as a man. Thus, nowadays, I'm walking more than 10,000 steps a day consistently, eating more than 170 grams of protein consistently, and tracking my calories. And I'm very excited to see how I am going to look in terms of like jawline, no acne maybe, six packs, and being very lean and looking big in front of the camera. In real life, not much probably, but you got the point. I'm very excited to see that, and I will be tracking my journey as well and showing you guys everything. Because this channel is for people who are into these two things. Young people who are into fitness and entrepreneurship. One skill that will inevitably make you so much more valuable, one skill that will inevitably make you pass so many people in your self-improvement journey is being able to communicate in different languages. It just makes you an international person. And today's sponsor, Lingopie, helps you do that in a fun way as well as much easier than the normal way. Lingopie makes the language learning process insanely fun with TV shows and movies, so through natural native conversations and slang. You can use Lingopie to learn German, Japanese, Korean, Russian, Portuguese, Italian, French, Spanish. They have thousands of hours of content that you can already watch right now, and on top of it, on a consistent basis, they add new content. I will be really honest with you guys. Learning language through TV shows and series is the most fun way to do, but generally, it's not that effective. But Lingopie makes it fun as well as effective. In order to grow your vocabulary, you can create flashcards with words you have picked up. You can pop quiz yourself and play Wordmaster to expand your vocabulary from all the words you have picked up watching the content. Now, if that interests you at all, you can check out Lingopie from the link in the description as well as pinned in the comment section. It is a great way to learn a new language. So my friends, before I end this vlog, by the way, it's like literally nighttime here and no one is outside, I want to talk to you guys about one calling I feel like I have. I have always been like a good student academically, in middle school, high school, in the beginning of university. But I feel like I don't want to do that. I feel like that's just not my passion. I feel like that's something I have been forced to by my parents, and I want to do something else. And what I want to do is like entrepreneurship, like truly deciding the income that I have myself. And by the way, I can't speak too loud because my voice is just echoing in the apartment building here. I don't feel like I'm special. I feel like I have to go through this very, very hard journey of learning the skills of entrepreneurship and building myself up and then getting better and getting better and getting better and then reaching the point that I want to reach to. But the point I want to reach to, compared to other average people, I want that point to be very, very, very high. And I want other people, average people, to look at it and say, you know, no, that's impossible. He cheated the game. His dad was rich. Do you have this feeling? Do you want to do something great with your life? Because I do. And I feel like if I'm just in the school system, I'm not going to make that happen. You know? It's guaranteed to have like an okay job, but I don't want an okay job. I want to make a buttload of money. I want to be able to travel. I want to be able to do whatever the fuck I want. But still, I want to work really hard. I want to work really, really hard, but on something I love and on something that I can excel at. And thus, entrepreneurship is, to be honest, like it seems like the only way. And I want to make more content in terms of entrepreneurship, in terms of making money online, building the life of your dreams. And is that something that you're interested in? Because I genuinely want to know, right? Leave it in the comment section. I hope you guys enjoyed this vlog, and I'll talk to you guys in the next video. Bye.